Guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video we'll be looking at integration by parts, which is mathematics N5. We've given question 1, the integral of x multiplied by cos x dx, right? Then this number 2, x squared multiplied by sin x dx. Number 3, integral of e of x multiplied by e raised to the power of x dx. So how can what integration by parts is when we multiply two functions. Is like a product rule. We have taken this from what? From the product rule. Understand? We have rearranged this from our product rule. Remember your product rule. If you still remember the product rule, if you've given to integrate, if you've given the function of f of x multiplied by g of x, if you're supposed to integrate these twos, we're supposed to write this as a product form. We're going to say f of x multiplied by g of prime x plus g of x multiplied by f of x prime. So so here we'll use it. You see, we'll take from this and then we'll apply, but we'll apply on integration by parts. So here we'll try to take the derivative, or we'll try to take the derivatives. If you take the derivatives here, if you take derivative, so if you can take the derivative, we'll take the integral. We'll try to take integral. If we take the integral of this, will give you this, what we have here inside. So this form, then the integral of what we have there. All right, guys, are we together? We'll have the right here. We have the integral there. Okay, we still have our integral of that. So when we take the integral of this, okay, that integral, okay, sorry guys, we'll have that. So we take the integral of this there. We have the integral of this, right? Are we together there? So we'll try, we have the integral of f of x multiplied by g of prime x, right, plus g of x multiplied by f of prime x. Well, this is supposed to be dx. All right, so we'll try, we'll take this guy here, we'll transpose and take it to the other side, and take this to the other side, or we can simply take this guy and minus the, if we rearrange, therefore we'll be left with the integral of f of x multiplied by g of prime x. If you rearrange dx, this will be equals to f of x multiplied by g of x minus, we've taken that to the other side, we've taken, let's take this to the other side again. We'll have, we subtract the integral of g of x multiplied by f of prime x dx. So this is a integrating by parts. We'll use this formula. This is the formula that will apply on integrating by parts. This is the formula we're supposed to apply there. All right, so this is the formula you're supposed to know. All right, so since we're given the equation 1 there, as we can see there, so we're supposed to apply integration by parts. Sorry about that. We're supposed to apply integrating by parts. We've given that we're supposed to use this formula. All right, the solutions you have given That was number 1. We've given the integral of x multiplied by, if I check there, it was cos x or it was sine x, then multiplied by cos x dx. We're supposed to integrate this number 1, so we'll use that formula. As you can see there, we can let f of x to be equal, the f of x to be equal to x, and I can let g of prime x to be equals to cos here, to be equal to cos x, right? Then I will have the prime x, I differentiate this, we'll have 1. Then in this one I take the integral both sides, then I'll left with g of x, the integral of cos x, what will be, we know this will be positive sine x. That is what we have, will be positive sine x. Then we know this. Now we can substitute on our formula there. So we can simply just substitute there. So we know that. So if we substitute, here is the formula, or I can rewrite it here at the bottom, the formula. We know that the formula will be the integral of f of x multiplied by g of prime x dx must be equals to f of x multiplied by g of x minus the integral of g of x multiplied by f of prime x dx. So we know now, we said this is equal to what? To x there. So we have here x multiply by what? G of prime. G of prime here is what? Is cos. Multiply this by cos x. We have our dx. Let's see here, f of x. Here it's f of x is equal to x, but g of x here, the g of x is equal to sine, also multiply that by what? By sine x minus the integral there of g of x. G of x here it is sine. We have now our our sine x, but f prime, it's what? It's 1. Here it's f prime multiplied by 1 dx. So the left hand side, we rewrite it, we leave it as it is, because it's what we were supposed to evaluate. Is the same as what we want to evaluate. Then here we're left with x multiplied by sine x, then minus the integral of, this is the same, sine multiplied by 1 will simply equals to sine, the integral of sine. If you integrate sine, you'll have a negative cos. All right, this will be negative cos. If we integrate, you're supposed to integrate that on the bottom, on the top. If we integrate that, if we integrate this, we'll have what? Negative cos x, right? Then we add what? Constancy. This when I distribute there, I'll have sine multiply like this, distribute negative will be positive, cos x plus constant c. So far this is your answer there. This is what we will have there. All right, all of these, f of x multiplied by cos x dx must be equals to that. All right, using their formula. So let us check. We've given number 2, which was integral of x squared multiplied by sine x dx. So number 2, we've given the integral of x squared multiplied by sine x dx. So now we know what we're supposed to do. We'll use our equation. We know the equation says we know the equation, the integral of f of x multiplied by g of prime x must be equals to f of x multiplied by g of x minus the integral of g of x multiplied by f prime x dx. So I will let f of x, I will let this to be equals to, I will let f of x to be equals to x squared. Then I will let g prime of x to be equals to sine x. Then f prime of x will be, drop the exponents, will be 2x. Then here you take the integrate both sides, we'll have g of x. This will give us what? Minus will be negative cos. Remember, integrating, this will have a negative cos. All right, cos x, negative cos x. All right, this is what we have. Now we can substitute on our formula there. Can substitute on our formula. We have here, it's our formula. We have the integral. What is this? It's f of x. F of x is it is this, it's x squared multiplied by g of that multiplied by sine x. We have f of x there. F of x is x squared here, multiplied by g of x. G of x is minus multiplied by negative cos x. Here we have minus the integral of g of x. G of x is negative here, again minus cos x. All right, then f of prime, there we have f of prime. F of prime is this, is 2x multiplied by 2x dx. All right, so on our left hand side we still have x squared multiplied by sine x. Okay, this will be negative x squared multiplied by cos x. All right, then taking we have negative and negative, we'll simply have here positive. If we take that, we'll have the integral of cos. Let me take out 2 outside of the integral also. I can take out the 2 here. I can write our 2 there. I will have cos x multiplied by what? By x. Here we have what? Our dx. So as you can see, also here we'll need to apply to integrate by parts. We see, so in this typical we've integrated by parts twice, so also here we're supposed to integrate by parts. All right, we have to integrate by parts. All right, so our left hand side we still have x squared multiplied by sine x is equals to negative x squared multiplied by cos x plus 2. Then here we apply integration by parts. Here I can let x to be equals to f of x to be equals to what? To x. Then I'll let g of x prime to be equals to cos x. Then f prime of x will be 1. Then we integrate both sides, we'll have g of x to be equals to, this will be what? Positive sign. We'll have positive sign here, we'll have sine x. So from this portion alone, we're dealing with that portion alone for now. We're still we're still under that portion. All right, still under that portion, the portion alone. We're still under that portion alone, whereby it's what? It's f cos x dx. So we'll apply our formula. We know our formula will have, we know in our formula, we have talked about that formula, guys. So we have seen that the formula says f of x multiplied by g of x dx prime like that must be equals to f of x multiplied by g of x minus the integral of g of x multiplied there by f of x prime dx. So we'll use this. F of x we know will be x, g of prime will be all right. G of prime is cos. All right, f of x, it's x here, so we still have x. G of x is sine, multiply this by sine minus the integral of g of x. We still have what here? Sine. Then g of f of prime, this is f of prime. F of prime, it's what? It's 1. So multiply this by 1. We have here dx. So all right, this is what we have. Do not forget, we are dealing with that part. So this is what we'll have. So this will simplify to this, but let us do it further. Let us have x multiplied by sine x. Let us integrate this. We know will be negative cos, so will be negative cos x. We'll add constancy, but we know this will be x multiplied by sine x, deposit negative, and negative will be positive, cos x plus constancy. So this simplifies to that. Remember, this is our top part here, so we can take this and replace where it's supposed to be. All right, we can replace it where it's supposed to be. Remember, this was only this part. We are not done. Remember, we are only, well, you see, this is this part, isn't it? Is this part. So we have to multiply by what? By all that we have integrated there. What is that we wish we have integrated? We had that to be what? Then the bottom, it's x. We have this to be x multiplied by sine x. All right, here plus cos x, isn't it? So that is what we had there, plus our constancy. So we can this must simplifies. Our left hand side, we still have what we have there. So there we have negative x squared multiplied by cos x plus 2 distribute the 2x multiplied by sine x plus distribute the 2 plus 2 cos x plus constant c. All right, so this simplifies to that. This is your final answer there. All right, this is what you have so far. We took care of them. What was the last question that we had? We're given integral of x multiplied by e raised to the power 5. All right, that is what we had there. We had the number 3. We have the integral of x multiplied by e raised to the power 5 x dx, like this. So we're supposed to integrate. Since this is a multiplication, it's a product, we use our formula there. We know that the integral of f of x multiplied by g prime x must be, or dx must be, equals to f of x multiplied by g of x minus the integral of g of x multiplied by f of prime x. We have our dx there. So I will let f of x to be equals to 1. Then I will let g of prime x to be equals to e5, like that. Anyways, I'll do this. Then we know f prime of x will be, here we have what? We have x, so here this is not 1, it's x, this will be 1. If we take that, then here I integrate both sides, I will have g of x, this will give me, then there you integrate there, you will rewrite, you will multiply, I'll multiply this by the I'll multiply the whole function by the by the inverse derivative of 5 over x. Remember that will be 1 over 5 multiplied by ln 5x. All right, this is what we have there. So you can substitute on our formula. We have there the integral. This will give us the integral of x multiplied by e 5x dx. Then f of x is x, g of x is this, 1 over that thing, multiplied by 1 over 5 e raised to the power of x is in it 10, minus the integral of g of x. G of x is 1 over 5 e raised to the power of 5x, then multiply by f prime, there it's 1. As you can see, that is simply 1 multiplied by 1. We have our dx there. So all right, this is what we have. On my left hand side I still have this, then here I multiply them, simplify just further. This same this can go there on the top, it's either way which one would be comfortable about. Multiply this, will have x over 5 e 5 raised to the power of that. All right, then we have here minus the integral of this now will be you multiply by the inverse of the exponents. You'll multiply by 1 over 5. Will multiply 1 over 5 multiply by 1 over 5. All right, raised to e 5x there plus constant c. So these still have left hand side. This will simply equals still have this. Now up to you. If you wrote like this, it's a one and the same thing. If you did like this, it's a one and the same thing. Then this, if you multiply there, we have minus 1 over 5 times 5 is 25 e raised to the power of what? Of 5x plus the constant c. So this will be simplified to this. This will be our final value. So thank you for watching. Do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and click the notification bell so that you'll be notified whenever I post a new video.